Hey there, thanks for tuning in. This is another Get Ready With Me video, and for this video I'm doing a smoky eye look with a Plum Aubergine palette. So if you want to see how I got this look, keep watching. Of course, at the beginning of every routine you need to start with your face. So here I'm using the Revlon Photo Ready liquid foundation in the shade Caramel. I've added some moisturizer to my foundation, so it's kind of a tinted moisturizer and it spreads much easily. You can see I'm using my fingers to do it, and it's a much lighter formula than using liquid foundation. Next, to add some dimension to my face and not look so plastic, I'm using this very old BYS bronzer. I don't know if you can call it a bronzer, but it was marketed to me as a bronzer. And I'm going to add some powder, darker shaded powder onto wet foundation to kind of do like some contouring. Again, as I mentioned, the contouring is just going to add some dimension to your face. And guess what? There's a guest appearance! It's Yuki! Yuki the tripod kitty! Oh, she likes to watch me do my makeup. But this time she decided to be in the shot as well. So she's a sassy little thing. Yes. She got so much emotion in that face. Like, just, you know, you can tell she just hates the world. Look at that. Alrighty, moving right along, we're going to go to the next step, which is contouring again, but this time we're going to do the highlighting part using cream concealer, and I'm putting this on the parts of my face that I would like to highlight and draw attention to, which is typically the area underneath your eyes, the bridge of your nose, forehead. Using a beauty blender, I'm blending this out so it doesn't look like I have mud on my face. The concealer consistency is a little bit thicker than foundation, because originally concealers were meant to cover things that foundation can't cover. So I gotta set that cream concealer, really pack on the loose powder. I'm using Lakme loose powder in the shade Natural Beige, I think. And while my face is baking, I'm going to do my eyes. I'm using the Nita Cosmetic Jumbo Moist Lipstick in Antalya as a primer. And why it's a good idea to do your eyeshadow when you've got loose powder on your face is because if there's any fallout, you know, that loose powder is going to catch it. So the Anna Soy palette, it's a beautiful palette. I used the medium color as a transition shade, but it didn't show up on my skin. But the much darker shade, I use it on the outside corner of my eye to create that kind of smoky effect on it. I'm not too fussed about brushes in terms of patting the shadow onto my eye, but a brush is really good for blending and creating that, you know, that shadowy effect, like, oh, I've blended the eyeshadow up into my crease. So yeah, not too fussed about brushes, except for when it comes to blending and shading and stuff like that. Okay, face is thoroughly baked. You can see the oils kind of peeking through that thick layer of powder. So using a nice fluffy kabuki brush, I'm brushing off all the excess, and that excess I'm just kind of recycling it and putting it on the other parts of my face that got foundation but didn't get any powder. You can see the little contouring that I did before. There is some trace of it. It's a very light, not Kim Kardashian kind of contouring, but still, it still has an effect on shaping your face. Now I go in with a cotton bud using the darkest color. I'm going to put it under my I'm going to put it on my lower lash line to kind of connect the top half of the eye with the bottom half of the eye. If you don't do this step, your eyes kind of look a bit cha-cha, like, what? It's kind of incomplete. And using this Pupa Art palette, which I love Pupa Art. I'm taking the darkest color, which is black, and I'm putting it again in the corner of my, the outer corner of my eye to really create that dimension. As much as the Anna Soy palette is pretty, but I think it doesn't have that great an effect on brown skin, so you gotta go in with something a bit more dramatic. So yes, again using that fluffy brush to blend, I'm blending out that very harsh black eyeshadow that I just kind of plunked onto the corner of my eye. Makeup's all about blending, eh? Blend, 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 blend. And now I'm going to go into the inner corner of my eye with a very light pink shimmery color from the Pupa Art palette. And you can see if you just plonk the color on your eye without like doing something to it, it's a bit dramatic. It's like, whoa, god dang. So you do need to blend everything together, and to connect the lightest shade from the inner corner of my eye with the darker shade on the outer corner of my eye, I'm using the light purple eyeshadow from the Anna Soy palette to kind of marry the two different ends of the spectrum. I'm going in again with the black eyeshadow on the outer corner because I feel like it's not very balanced, and now it's definitely much more dramatic. Then the last step for my eyes, I'm using the highlighter color underneath my eyebrows to highlight. Again, I'm plonking it with the cotton bud, and it's very harsh. But you take a fluffy brush and blend it out so it looks like a delicate little sheen. That's the whole thing about makeup. You just gotta blend, 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 blend. And it looks quite fabulous now that everything's blended out and blended into each other. Yes, take a minute to admire your work. You did a good job. Okay, and then I'm going into my eyebrows very quickly using the same cotton bud. I don't fuss too much with my eyebrows as long as they look, you know, like they're one shape. And I think I messed it up there a little bit, so I'm gonna take it off. I'm sure that's a makeup crime right there, to just wipe that off your face, take off all that foundation with it as well. But you know, just go over the area and you'll make it look normal again. Okay, the next step once you're done with the eyeshadow to really tie the whole look together is eyeliner. I don't think people appreciate enough the art of applying eyeliner. It's so difficult. It's so difficult. That's like architecture right there. You're drawing something on a part of your body that you will never be able to see in real life. Like, you'll only see a reflection of your eyelid. You can look at the back of your hand, you can look at the back of your legs, but you will never ever be able to see your eyelid. And you drawing on it, like, that is some skill right there. A lot of times I do my makeup, like I do the eyeshadow, and it doesn't look that great, and then you put a slick of eyeshadow on. I mean, you put a little bit of eyeliner on, and that just comes together like, dang. So eyeliner is a big deal. Find an eyeliner that you can work with. I personally love this one. I love how the wand works. And yeah, now I'm moving on to blush. Again, I'm using the Nita Cosmetics Moist Jumbo Stick in Antalya as a blush. It's a very faint color. You don't need to do a very bright blush if your eyes are so dramatic. You just need a hint, tiny hint of color, and put a bit on your chin to tie the look together. Always check your work. Always. And if you're happy with what you've got, you know, lock it in. The last thing I'm going to do is put on mascara. A good mascara is going to take your look to the next level. I have been obsessed with Silky Girl mascaras for ages, and I stand by them. This is the Eye Opener, and I love it. Look how long the lashes look. So this is the final look. Yes, pat your hair down, and if you like it, then you like it. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you in another video. Bye.